Okay, I'm going to take you on a tour, a virtual tour of my apartment, which is also my gallery and my studio. So here we go. This is as if you're coming through the front door. This is my living room. And I might have to change the lighting on this because there's a lot of light coming in. All right, we'll start over here. Okay. Here we have a paper mache baby duck and a mama duck that I made a few years ago, actually 8 years ago, when I was getting into paper mache and garbage. And here is from about 11 years ago when I was in a sculpting group online, and I did a lot of sculpting. And on this shelf, one of my sculpting friends, who is a genius, sculpted this doll for Seymour Man. She gifted this to me. And when you make a porcelain doll like this, it starts with a sculptor, with clay. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 parts that she had to sculpt, and it's movable. And it's gorgeous, and I love it. One of my prized possessions. And on the top shelf, I'm gonna go up on my couch, hold on. Also from when I was into sculpting, if I can steady myself here. There's a couple of mermaids that I sculpted. Don't mind the dust. Okay, now. There's some paintings. That I did over the course of the last 9 years. And there's about 60 paintings missing, which I've given away over the years. Now I just make prints if somebody's interested. Because, believe it or not, wish I still had the ones I gave away. Here's a couple more paintings. What's over here? I made that doll for my mother 33 years ago. It's made out of felt, and it's over a wire armature, and she's posable. My mother kept it by her fireplace in a rocking chair. And I got it back after my mom died in 1998. And I'm glad I have it. The celebration of my dad's life after he died, my brother gave me this ashtray. My dad's golfing ashtray. Not that he ever smoked, so it was never used. And we have one of my favorite paintings, one of my largest ones. No, that is not a self-portrait. I wish I had a cute little nose like that. Anyway. Some of my paintings. Lighting needs to be changed again. Alright, there we go. That's better. And that's a painting of my David. When he was fishing, he's fly fishing, but you can't see because the tree's in the way. That's a self-portrait of me. I did a couple of years ago. Every year I redo it. Make me older. I haven't done that this year. And another painting. And in here, oh wait. These 2 dolls I just got back. My brother gave them to me. My father had held on to these since I made them in 1983. He called them Maggie and Sue after me and my mom. He kept them on a bench in the living room. And now I have them back. And they're with me. It's back from when I used to make dolls. Years ago. Okay, yeah. The baby turkey is paper mache. I made that. The gorgeous sculpture to the right of it was done by Hoopy Wanamaker. I have a lot of her sculpts. She is extremely talented. She's a art doll maker and a sculptor. And she makes every little detail on these sculptures. Look at this. Look. Wow. Look at the details. Look at the details. This is sculpting at its best. Love it. Look at his boots. Okay. We got another one of her sculpted pears here, and I love this. The artwork that my friends have done is among my most prized possessions. Look at this. All sculpted. Every hair is applied. She makes gorgeous outfits, and everyone has a little charm on it that says, believe. Look at him. I gotta show you his boots. Those are made out of clay, folks. That's sculpting. Look at that. That's talent. That is talent right there. She also, let's see, these are hers also. Him, he's got a frying pan. He's cooking up a snake or a frog. It's a snake right now. She did that one. Everything in this little part was done by Hoopy. I have a lot of her sculpt. These I did. One of them fell down. These are dry needle felting, and that's another way of sculpting. I don't do that anymore. Over here, again, from when I was in the sculpting group, the girl that ran it, Judy Campbell, we called her Cam, she did this flamingo sculpture for me, and the violinist, Angel, and there's a few other sculpts there from other artists. These are more of my dry needle felting. Got a glare on that. And this is dollhouse scale dry needle felting that I did. And what's over there? Oh yeah, more dry needle felting. Let's get that window out of the way. Oh, you get the idea. And then we have some wire sculptures. Can't see them because of glare. And these are paper mache and garbage. And the sculpting of the face is done with window caulking over glass Christmas balls. I had fun doing that. I haven't done that for years. Don't have time. So that takes care of, I think, all the art in the living room. All right. My kitchen. There's over 100 paintings hanging all together that I did. I'm running out of wall space. And it's a self-portrait over my table. And over here, painting I did of my mom years ago. One of my favorites. And those are my mom's artificial tulips. And so are those. There's something in my mother in every single one of my rooms. Ouch, I just bumped into the table. Okay, let's see what we got here. That's a self-portrait up there. Where is it? I did that back in 2005. It's a watercolor of me in a garden I once had in Niagara Falls. And don't you love those portraits? From the 40s, 50s, made out of their plates with pieces of fabric and felt. Genius. Got them at the Salvation Army. Here's another self-portrait. Oh, we won't let you dwell on that too long. And this is, you'll see more of these upstairs. This is ink on onion skin, silhouettes that I like to do. I love silhouettes, black and white. And let's see. Oh yeah, these two paintings were done by my little friend Gigi. Hers is the one on the left, and on the right, that one was done by Damien when I was babysitting for the two of them, or they had a play date, as they like to say. Okay, so now we're going to head upstairs without me killing myself, I hope. Back through the living room. Right away. These curtains are tablecloths hanging from keychains. I like to repurpose things. They're lace and they are tablecloths. See it? See? See if you can see the keychains. This way, there's no holes put in it, no sewing done on it, and so if I want to use them someday in another place as a tablecloth, I can still do that. I don't really like anything on my windows, but sometimes you need a little privacy when you're living in a apartment complex. Okay, let's get to the staircase without killing myself here. Oh, I hear something upstairs. What could it be? Okay, we got a series of lilies that I did. And this is 3 boys that used to live here. The boy on the left, Anthony, the redhead, still does. The other 2 have moved. That was Chippy, Damien, and little Anthony, Orador. And what are you guys doing in there? How'd you get upstairs? You shouldn't be in here when she's peeing. Paper mache, not the clothing. Made her dress. Her little handbag there is made out of crocheted plastic grocery bags. She is all paper mache except for her dress and her wig. And her shoes are felt. And like I said, I made the dress and her bloomers. He's wearing a kid that used to live next door to me's clothes, but he's paper mache, and he was built up using plastic coffee cans, detergent bottles for his legs. His arms are paper mache and over wire. I never did the hands, which is why he's got gloves on. And that's Denise on the toilet and the nephew standing up. Okay, guys. Finish what you're doing and go back downstairs. Kids. All right. 3 paintings I did last winter. This one is from a photograph that Michael Shore, one of my Facebook friends, phenomenal photographer, took down in Rockaway Beach where he lives, Rockaway Park more specifically. And my painting doesn't do his photograph justice, but I kind of like it. And so then I did a couple paintings in similar size so I could stick them somewhere. This is my bedroom. And I had to start hanging paintings in here because I ran out of wall space. So we'll start, well, I knew that was going to happen. We'll go where the light goes. Okay, so most of these paintings I did last winter. Or the winter before, I don't remember. This one was last year. I got that one. This one was inspired by my Uncle Johnny's grandson Bennett. By a photograph of him. Same with this one. And then we have my seagull, my Aunt Marie, and my cousin Michelle sitting on my cousin Kathy's bench in Long Beach, which got destroyed by Hurricane Sandy, but now it's back on the boardwalk in a different place. And I did this from a photograph. Okay. Now, we have a couple more paintings here. All right. This one is done. It's one of my most popular paintings. I've sent out a lot of prints of this one. It's my most requested. And it was done from a photograph that Michael Honorato, another friend, fabulous photographer, he took the shot last winter in a New Jersey snowstorm from his back deck. And I did a painting from it. And it's beautiful. I mean, his photograph was. The painting, I'm kind of proud of. My first snow scene. Okay, what else do we have? Oh yeah. All right. It's this one. Again, inspired by a photograph my friend David sent to me when he was down in Florida last year. I said, take pictures of the ocean. So I have do paintings from him, and he sent me this, and I don't know who the kids are, but it was cool. Now, can I get over there without changing the lighting? Maybe, yes. Okay. These I did last winter. And this one is I did when Michael Jackson died. It was my tribute to his We Are the World. And it's a watercolor, one of the largest watercolors I've done. I had a couple of years I was doing nothing but watercolors. I'm going to get back to that someday. Oh, I know. We have a shabby chic lamp here. I painted the shade and I painted the base to go with the room. And here, That's a window seat that I made from my neighbor was moving and she was throwing away a coffee table. It was so sturdy, I used it as my window seat. And it's flanked by two what should be nightstands, and that I salvaged and painted the tops a number of times. And we got, let's see, I have a shabby chic dresser over here I'm trying to get to. There's a dresser that I shabby chiced, and the freebie. Most of my furniture I either got from the roadside or next to the dumpster, and a couple of pieces from the Salvation Army. Somebody was throwing out this coffee table about a month ago. I said, you can't throw that out. And so I used it as a shelf. I'm going to paint it white, I think. And this way I had someplace to put my hats, family photographs, and I think that wraps this room out pretty good. Oh, my dad's hat. Okay. Now we're back in the hallway. That's where my coffee maker is, my stereo, speakers. Okay. This is the room where it all happens. It's really the master bedroom of the apartment, but it's my studio because I only sleep in my bedroom, so I don't need much room. And so we go in here, and this is where it all happens. I eat up here. My computer is in that corner over there. That's the window I take all the pictures of the tree from. We have my painting corner over here. My easel. Got the exercise bike where it should be, against the wall, where I never use it anyway. But I can if I want. It slides out easily. Alright, so on this wall we have mostly watercolors and some of those ink silhouettes on onion skin. And there's even a couple of like this one here is Prismacolor pencils on construction paper. I was experimenting. Sometimes they come out good. And there's a couple, like I said, watercolors. Alright, so on this wall, some of my paintings, again, over the span of a number of years. I'm tripping over my own chairs. Alright, so what we got is this one here. This one here, which is me and my best friend Carol Gustafson. And this one here, which is kind of like my brother's in it. Both my brothers, me and my Carol Gustafson, my sister's in it, her sister Nancy, and my little brother Eddie, and my mom. This is Faith, one of my best friends in my adult life, but she died in 2004 at the age of 37. Left 3 kids. Anyway, this one, that one. They're a set of 3, and what makes them unique is that year I didn't have any money for canvases, but somebody had thrown out these cheap pictures on cardboard, and so I flipped them, and I painted on the cardboard, and they came in these cheap frames, and there you go. Okay, what else? Me and my Aunt Ellen, done from a photograph of us wearing those outfits, but I put us on the beach. We were in Grandma's kitchen. My best friend Carol Gustafson, me. Whoops. Another popular one of my paintings. The Smoking Nun. And I have my seagulls. See how we can be able to do this. Yeah. And my son, my older son with his first fish done from a photograph. Okay, my favorite painting by far. I did this right after Hurricane Sandy as my tribute to Rockaway Beach, more specifically Beach 35th Street, where I spent the happiest years of my childhood and growing up and my teen years, and I missed the beach. Did that from memory. And then we have a few more. I like that, with the 3 that go into each other. Excuse me. All right. And we have some more of, in the back row, you have the inks on onion skin. These are done a little differently because then I put together a background using colored papers and put the onion skin ink over it. Okay, and these are some prints from, some are doodles and some are just prints. Well, they're actually prints from drawings I did. That's why you see the same one over and over again there. All right, and 3 of my favorite paintings again. This one is me and my brother Arthur. My brother Arthur's one of his grandchildren and her cousin. Me and Carol Gustafson, my best friend again. And then this is the second one of my, you can't see the whole thing, but it's the second one of my sand in my shoes paintings. My first one I did probably 8 years ago now. This one's a watercolor. Let's see. This is a set of 4 dancers that I did. They're watercolors. The pen and ink back there that I like, that I did. And that's a combination of my Beach 35th Street painting and 4 different seagulls that I took photographs of. And I would never know how to do this again, but I figured it out to do it once. Watercolors. Okay. And here's all my art supplies. There's bins of stuff and painting, the paints and whatever. All right, there's my guitar. And I have room for another guitar, which I'm getting soon. And another shabby chic dresser that I did. And there's another one over here, which is a bookcase that I did shabby chic. I really didn't have any place to put it. It's cute. Alright, and oh yeah, I forgot about the chairs. This was the chairs that I did a project with my little buddy Gigi when she was 7. I did that chair. She did that chair. And they were somebody's trash. And then these were somebody's trash that when I first moved here, I did those 2 matching chairs. So, anyway. Oh, I know, I didn't get those. Can I see them? Let's see. Where is it? Oh, there we go. You see, there's more paintings on the shelves there. And yeah, we got snow, but not much, as you can see. And this is the view out of the window where I'm usually sitting at my computer. This is where I see all the deer. My apartment complex. We're at the one end. There's 200 apartments here. Basketball courts across the street. And there's all those cars parked because school's letting out and people coming to pick up the kids. All right. On that note,